Hey there, Capricorn Aquarius, welcome to your reading. So today we are going to take a look at a past life that is significant for you right now and how it is, we're going to take a look at how it is affecting you at this moment. So keep in mind, this is a general reading. What is happening with my words? Jesus. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone. If it doesn't, you may want to check out your individual elements. But if it does, don't forget to smash the like button and to subscribe if you haven't already. If you're interested in the private reading, the link is going to be down below, as well as for the 5-year journal, in case you're interested in getting to know yourself a little bit better. Okay, so let's see here if, okay. If there is any other traits that want to come out, but those are enough. So let's start here with some timing and some important places for you in this past life. So we have South Asia, very interesting. I actually think that may be the first time that paper comes out. We also have First Industrial Revolution, nice. So this could have been some places and time that was significant for you. And now let's get into your traits and some things that may have been important for you. So we do have cat owner. We also have a listener, player, nice. We have insecure. Oh, that is interesting, funny, and Netflix and chill. So this is the thing. I feel like people saw you as a player. Was it true? Absolutely freaking not. I feel like people would look at you and they're like, oh, there they go. There they go. They just had an incredible night of sex, and you probably were just like, I don't know, probably you look really bad because you just spent the whole night watching Netflix or whatever was happening at that time. Maybe it was reading a book, you know. But I really feel like people had a bad image of you, and it was not true at all. I actually feel like you were the sweetest person ever. You were clearly very funny, and I feel like, you know, when I picked up this cat owner paper, I was actually getting this message of, like, not necessarily you owning a cat. I feel like you were a cat, and it's like, I feel like people that don't like cats, they are like, oh, cats are awful. Cats are like the worst pet to have because they are super beachy and everything. And people that absolutely love cats and that actually know cats, they're like, no, they just like their independence and they like their alone time. But they are the sweetest, or they can be the sweetest animal ever. And I feel like that was a little bit what was happening with you. You know, I feel like you were a cat. And I actually feel like people thought that you were so confident in everything because you were, I don't know, I feel like you were very fond of your alone time and you were not afraid to be alone. And so people thought that you were super duper confident in everything. In fact, I actually feel like you may have had a little bit of social anxiety going on. And I don't think you really love to connect with other people. And so, yeah, I really feel like people had the worst image of you when none of that was actually true. And this lifetime, one way that could portray for you in this lifetime is that you could be afraid of other people's opinions of you, and you could be looking for other people's validation in everything. So yeah, if that resonates, then yeah, that is something for you to kind of work on in this lifetime, okay? That it is a wound from a past life, right? There could have been something in your childhood that kind of built that wound and triggered that wound, but the root of it could actually come from this past life, okay? I do feel like you were actually a great listener. I wouldn't be surprised if you would, like in your career, if your career was based on your listening skills. So however that goes, I'm not sure what people would do at that time that involved listening. But yeah, so we do have the Magician here. So you were likely a male in this past life. But let's see here. Yeah, we have the Hangman. Man, you were the sweetest. You really were. Oh boy, wow, that is interesting. That is very, very interesting. Okay, so let's get started here. Well, at least your love life is looking good. That is, wow. Let's get started here with who you were. So we have the Hanged Man. I really feel like you were just such a sweet and gentle soul. And again, with the Hanged Man, it's like, this is the definition of listening. You know, I feel like you probably weren't that bigger of a speaker, so you were probably like always in your zone, but if people kind of needed to vent or anything, you were there for them. And I feel like people really did respect you, especially friends and people that did know you. I feel like they respected you for all the support that you would give them, and for always being there for them, and for listening to them, I also feel that, those insecurities, they could have been triggered because of something that happened in your family, but we'll take a look into it a little bit later on. And I feel like because of it, there was always this wound inside that I feel like you could never really tap into 100%, because I feel like you were a little bit afraid of I feel like you were afraid of what it could cause in you emotionally. I feel like you were afraid of just erupting and exploding and being filled with anger, being filled with sadness, and not being able to get out of there. That's why I feel like you're like that wound that this family situation created. I feel like it was always there a little bit, and it was very difficult for you to get out of it. Okay, but let's get here a couple more cards. So yeah, see this impasse. It's like there is something there that is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of getting in the way from you fully expressing yourself, because I feel like you were a dreamer. We have prayer and we have destiny. This is beautiful. And it's almost like you were exactly the person you were supposed to be, and you were, everything that was happening in your life, I really feel like it was guided and it was supported and it was part of your spiritual path. And I actually feel like you didn't resist it at all. I actually feel like you had a pretty good understanding of who you were, because you would spend so much time alone. I feel like you had an amazing understanding of yourself, an amazing understanding of, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is what I'm supposed to, oh, that makes sense. Okay, we'll talk about it. I just realized the career thing. I feel like you had an amazing understanding of purpose, of who you were supposed to be, of what this person was, what this person meant in your life, not only relationship, love relationship wise, but also friendships and career related stuff. I feel like you had a very big relationship with your higher self and with the universe. And that really allowed you to be able to navigate the world a little bit better. In your career, Seven of Swords, I actually feel like you could have been like an authority figure. So with that listening, I feel like, you could have had some sources, and it was important that you would kind of keep your eyes up and keep your ears up so you could see, oh, wait, there's that thief there. I feel like that thief, they're on the run, and they could have, I heard this from someone that saw them in this place, and they had a connection with this person, so maybe we're going to go and check it out, I feel like you were very observant, and that was something that made you so good in your career. And I actually feel like you loved it. It was quite intense, I would say. But yeah, you would not give up. Will. And let's get here one more. We have wisdom. Yeah, look at that, pleasure. Yeah, you absolutely loved this career. I feel like it was so fun for you, but it was very challenging. And I feel like it required a lot of you. I don't even feel like it's physical. I really feel like it is emotional. And I don't know, I feel like it was challenging for your for you to maintain your little bubble, and honestly, I really feel like something bad happened here with your family. Maybe someone got murdered or something like that, and that could have actually triggered this career in the authority. I feel like there's some sort of police vibes, inspector vibes, something like that I feel like it was triggered because of this family thing. But you could never really deal with that family wound specifically. And so that I feel like was always something that was on the back of your mind. And that is why it was also the career was very challenging in that aspect, because the wound and the trigger was always there. But you would never get to the point that you would actually have to face it, And that is actually what you're supposed to do in this lifetime. But we also have your wisdom, and I do feel like you were pretty damn good at what you did. So I wouldn't be surprised if in this lifetime you were actually pretty a good observer, a good listener. You don't have to be like an officer in any type of way, but maybe you're really like the opposite. But I really feel like you could have a very good discernment of people, and that does come from this past life and from what you did as a career. That skill set is still with you. And not only that, but I really feel like you fought, and it's like you put in the effort to create that career and to to build your status, your reputation. You really put in the effort. And I feel like that is something that is still with you, with this King of Wands, is that you have that power in you. You have that determination. You have that courage, that stamina, and nothing, no one can stop you. And that is definitely something for you to hold on to, for you to appreciate in yourself in this lifetime, and for you to use in your favor, because there is so much that you can accomplish and no one can stop you. It's just a matter of you believing in yourself and you really believing in that dream, okay? Whatever you want to accomplish, you are able to get it, okay? And also with that King of Wands, I actually feel like you were pretty flirty. not with a single soul except your partner here, because we do have the Hierophant. I actually feel like you were pretty passionate. I feel like the sex was like bomb. You could have actually been very kinky, but it's like everyone thought that of you, and you weren't even like a player. You were kinky, but it's like it was like a soft kinky, you know? And it was like a kinky that it would only be with this person. I do feel like this person was not necessarily dominant. I feel like they had a very strong personality, and it's like possibly in the bedroom they were dominant, and you could have been a little bit more submissive. And I feel like this was the person that kind of brought up all that kinkiness from you. But I definitely feel that this person was just lovely, and I feel like your relationship was so powerful and beautiful. I actually feel like you could have fell in love very, very fast, and it was just like everything. Not that it was in a rush, but I feel like you were just flying. Yeah, I feel like the whole time you were connecting with them, you were just like, oh, this is my person. This is it. I know it is. You know, and I feel like you were so happy. We have this elegance and patience, and we also have anticipation. So a lot of things about maybe you lived actually at a distance, and it could have even been like you could have met like during childhood, and then you kind of went your separate ways, and then you kind of reunited again a few years later. And it's like, as a child or as a teenager, whatever it is, you were really so connected, and you were so, I don't know, it's almost like, what I get here is that I feel like you knew that person was the one from that first contact, you know? But I don't think you could be together at that moment, and so you went your separate ways. However, your heart always belonged to that person. And so the way people would see you, they would see you as a player, because you were not getting into any relationship whatsoever. You were not, whenever people would talk, oh, so are you like dating someone, or what is happening there? Are you seeing someone, or do you have your eye on someone? And you didn't. You really didn't, because the only person you could think of was of that person. And a few years later on, I do feel like you finally reunited, and I feel like you created just the most beautiful relationship. And I don't know, I feel like it was, honestly, I feel like when you were getting married, I feel like you just looked at your person and you're like, yeah, I can die now. Like, it's done. I'm good. You know, I feel like it was really the high of your life, because I feel like, oh man, and I'm getting emotional. Like, I feel like the love you have for this person was so huge. Like, no one could take that away from you. My goodness. So, for family, let's talk about it. That is very interesting. I am getting a couple of things here. For some of you, when I was talking about that kinkiness, I kind of feel like for some, you could have been abused. I feel like that was for a very few of you, because I actually feel like you were really comfortable with this person when it came to sex and when it came to exploring things, but that could have been a thing. I do feel like for most of you, this was actually, with this first emotions of love, I do feel like your parents could have been murdered, or and maybe not like on purpose. Maybe it was like a robbery. You know, I don't think it was intentional. Like they targeted your parents. You know, but it could have been like a robbery or something, and you kind of had to step up. We do have this nobility and self-esteem. I also feel like for others of you, you could have had like an abusive parent, and I kind of feel like it would be your father, and your father could have actually, because he was abusive, he could have actually killed your mother. And it's like that true essence of love you never really got. from your father. You only got it from your mother. And I feel like because of it, you had to build yourself up very, very quickly. And I feel like that was always something that that was on the back of your mind, and you never really got to deal with it. However, I feel like, the family you built, I feel like it was beautiful. For some of you, you could have actually not get pregnant, or the first tries, they didn't really work out, but I do feel like eventually you had children. I do feel like your family, like how you grew up, was really not good, and that is actually what you're here to process in this lifetime. So if you have a similar situation to this, know that it is kind of a replica from this past life, and it is tough. And I mean, if you need help to process that that situation, definitely go seek it out, because this is something that is this is a wound, this is a cycle, this is a pattern that is happening in your family, in your soul family, that kind of needs to end, and you're the one that is going to end it, or at least that is what your ancestors, that is what your guides would hope from you, is that you kind of end that cycle, and that you kind of finally process that wound and process that situation. And it doesn't have to be anything, has like someone getting murdered. It doesn't have to be anything like that. But we all go through our shit, and the thing is, I feel like you went through your shit here in this past life. You didn't process it. Here in this lifetime, current, present moment, it is up to you to process it and to finish that cycle, to break that cycle, okay? When it comes to friendships, we have, we have the King of Pentacles, clarified here by this delicate fleeting beauty. Very interesting. Devotion and dreams fulfilled, and youthful love. That is interesting. So yeah, I really feel like this could have been like a friend, that partner could have been like a childhood friend. And because we even have like that youthful love. So I really feel like you were just enamored by that person, and then you got married like a few years later. But I also feel like with this King of Pentacles, I feel like your friends were actually from work. I feel like they were incredible. I really feel like they were. It was almost like, I feel like it was truly a squad. I feel like you were really so close together, and nothing could kind of break you apart. And with this devotion and dreams fulfilled, I really feel like you were, like your friends were everything you could ask for. You couldn't have asked for anything better. I do feel like your growing up was the tough part of your life, and like the second you started to kind of choose your path and go into this career, I really feel like you started to kind of breathe a little bit, and I feel like your later years, 22, could have been a significant age. That is really calling to me. It's like from a certain point forward, it's like, of course, we all have like our ups and downs, but I feel like your life was headed in such a positive direction, and everything was happening in such a beautiful way. Your friends were beautiful. Your partner was beautiful. Your career was awesome. I feel like you really died very, very happy. Very, very happy. So that is a great thing. But let's clarify that devil there for what you're supposed to break here. Oh yeah, the world. Man, it is a cycle here. I would even say that if you, again, whatever situation it is, always seek help if you feel like you cannot process it on your own. But I really feel like this could be something I don't know, you could have an abusive parent, and it's about you not being that same type of energy for your children. And that way, you're already breaking the cycle. But it is important that you kind of look into what happened between you and that parent, and you're like, you know what? I don't like how you are as a parent. I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this. This is not the parent I want to be. And when you are a parent, you have the possibility to break the pattern and to break the cycle and being, you know what? I have learned, I know that doesn't work, and I know that is not the life, the childhood that I want to give to my children. And so you do differently, And I also feel like it is also about you opening your heart to love, and you opening your heart to seeing all the good in people and seeing all the good that you can receive and that you can create in your world around you, and that there are people that want to love you and that you are worthy of love. And you know, I mean, this is a tarot reading, so take it however resonates. You all have different backgrounds, but I really feel like there is something here, or at least it was in terms of family. Maybe this is about career or about a teacher or something like that. But I do feel like it comes from your childhood. Whatever it is, that is the cycle. That is the biggest thing that you're here to break. And your ancestors, your guides are here with you 100% in supporting you so much, okay? It would be good, maybe it could give you a little help if you would look into your Chiron, because that is the wounded healer. That is the thing that is really, that you're supposed to heal. So take a look at your Chiron in your birth chart. That could give you some hints. But yeah, so when it comes to your accomplishments, we do have this King of Wands, and I do feel like it is about, yeah, Ace of Swords. I do feel like it is about your career, and it's like you're so powerful, you're so ambitious, and I really feel like it's important that you connect with it, okay? So do not give up on your dreams, do not give up on your career, whatever you want to do, that is the path to go towards, and just know that your wishes are being fulfilled, right? It's like if you have this gut feeling, if you have a gut feeling of like, man, this person is the person, or this career is the career, go for it. Do not question it, do not doubt it, just go for it and do whatever you have to do to accomplish it, okay? So let's finish this up with some advice and messages from the universe for you at this moment. So we have surrender to the divine. Man, you're so connected to the universe and to your guides. That is incredible. Emotions are running high. Yeah, I really feel like there is something emotional here, that it is part of your path here to look into and to unlock and to break free from it. Because I feel like it's causing you so much burden and so much weight, and it's like you have the power, you have the strength to push through it, you know? So don't be afraid to dive into that thing, because I really feel like confidence is your key to success. I really feel like that is going to build your confidence. That is going to help you feel more powerful and more connected with who you truly are meant to be and who you want to be, okay? So we also have your hard work is paying off and a fiery climax approaches. So I really feel like this cycle is so close to ending. There could even be some like trigger that is happening soon. And it's like that is going to kind of bring things to the surface, and it's going to be up to you to just push them out again, or to actually break free and create a new cycle for yourself and for your future generations. And with this, your hard work is paying off. I really feel like your dreams are on the great path, okay? So just take action, follow your heart, do whatever your soul is calling you to do, and you're going to be great, okay? So Capricorn Aquarius, this is what I have for you. I hope it resonated, I hope it helped. If it did, don't forget to smash the like button and to subscribe if you haven't already. If you're interested in a private reading, the link is going to be down below. And what else? 5-year journal, the link is also going to be down below in case you want to get to know yourself a little bit better. And yeah, that is it. So I wish you the freaking best. I love you very much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.